Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5Cs on EVE Online. I am Planethead, and this is kind of an unexpected video. As I woke up this morning, just now, got my coffee bumped on, and there is an event going on in EVE. Um, it is the Federation Day, which is a celebration for the Gallente. I had planned on doing a video today. I'll probably do one either later on today or tomorrow about gameplay styles. But I'm trying to get a little bit more involved in the lore of the game. And what better way to do it than to look into some of the events that I really haven't messed around a whole lot with. I think this is one of your really, really basic, simple events that are going on within the game. Let's just see here if it has any info. Federation Day. Basically, I logged in today and it gave me a missile launcher, and some fireworks. And the mission that it sent me on was to fly to the system of Valor and throw some fireworks at a ship here, the FNS Garros. So I am on my way there from Himitar. I've still got about 12 jumps to go. Um, let's see here. It is in the system of Essence. So, um, as I left the game yesterday, I was over here in Himitar, so I'm on my way over to Essence here. I'll just pull that over here on the side because it's prettier to watch there while I'm looking up some stuff. Uh, Long story short, I had loaded on the missile launcher onto my industrial ship here, and we're going to see what happens. I bet you it can't be anything that's super special, but this is the easiest way to get involved into some of the lore of the game, which I've been reading up on, which has been very interesting. So where am I going to? I'm going to Valor. So I have no idea how long this video is going to go. Might be pretty short. I guess it's most of the travel time. There's Valar. So, as far as in Essence, I haven't spent a lot of time in Essence. I'm sure I've flown through it. Here's Valar right here. So right up near the top. If I'm not mistaken, this up here is faction warfare space. And I think this one right here, Old Man Star, which is right next door to it, is kind of a deadly space, if I'm not mistaken. I'm watching the maps and stuff. Let's just take a look. I'm not going to be flying through it, but you always want to keep an eye out for things. Yeah, there you go. So we got a good number of jumps. We've got a good number of ship kills, almost at least one every hour, player kills, and then pod kills as well. So some stuff going on there. Now, as far as the factions here, now this is a celebration of Gallente independence, maybe. As far as the lure, if you ever lore, Lore, not lure. Wow, need to wake up. As far as the lore, uh, a really good place to get started, and this is what kind of got me digging down into the hole, um, is this page here. If you ever want to take a look at it, it is EVE University's page on the basically the 5 factions, all of the factions of EVE. I've been misquoting. I've been saying the factions. These are the empires, and then there's little groups. Factions encompass everything. But this is a great little page. One thing that kind of caught my eye was one of the descriptions of the empires was that that there were 5 factions, and I always thought there were only 4. And in reality, there's not 5 factions, but 5 empires. Your main factions. Go ahead and throw this over here so I can keep going, save us some time. You got the 5 factions. 4 of them, the main ones: Amar, Caldari, Gallente, and Minmatar. Then the 5th one is the Jovian Empire, and that is this group right here. I haven't done a lot of research on them. I think it was involved in they were involved in a lot of storylines years ago, but I haven't seen a whole lot now. You do see a lot of their towers up, but I don't really run into a whole lot. I think, like I said, the lore of this game is 18 years old and it's constantly changing. And I know that there are historians within the game. I've watched a few videos on it that talk about it, but part of it for me is climbing into that library and looking to see what is going on. Alrighty, so we're only 7 jumps away. So while we're on our trip here, what you can do, well, when I was saying the factions earlier, they're broken down into the 5 empires. And the great part about this is you fly through areas and you don't even know what's involved. And in general, and I may be wrong with this, I'm trying to remember what I read yesterday, you have 3 governments separate from the 4 main empires. The Emitar, the Kanid, and the Thucker tribe. The irony is, the Thucker tribe, I thought they were just a corporation. I've been living out in the Great Wildlands with my one character, flying around in their stuff. Didn't know that they were their own little government, separate from the 4 major factions. But this is kind of cool here. If you want to dig down in these, I don't know a lot about the Kanid Kingdom, but I do know that the Amitar are a faction that are Minmatar who want to be or are living by the ways of the Amar, and they have their own system or their own area here. I didn't know a lot about this. I've just seen it. A lot of times you just fly through things, and where's my universe map here? You don't really realize what's going on. If you notice here, Derelict is the region for the Amitar. They are Minmatar people who believe in the ways, if I'm understanding correctly, of the Amar. So that's an interesting little thing. Let's dig deeper into it. Let's jump in. But we're going to focus on Gallente today. So let's take a look here. The Gallente Federation encompasses several races. The Gallenteans, the largest by far. The Federation is a democracy and very liberal in a world full of dictators and oligarchs. The Caldari states was once part of the Federation, but a severe dispute resulted in their departure and a long war between the Gallentean Federation and the Caldari state. Gallenteans are the masters of pleasure and entertainment, and their rich trade empire has given the world many of its glorious, extravagant sights. So, lost my connection. What in the world? Is that cool? Try and get it back up here. CCP. Warbity. So while we're waiting for that there, in other words, the Caldari used to be part of the Gallente, and broke off, and these 2 factions have been at war for a long time. If you're doing your skilling of your standings, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get up and running here. Hopefully it's not an outage. Okay, good. Um, Whenever you increase your standings with the Amar, your standings with the Caldari go up almost as much, but you lose standings to Gallente and Minmatar. The same as the opposite. If you raise either one of these two, one comes along with it, but these go down. Not as much, but you have to stay focused on that. That's what's kind of got me going down the rabbit hole. The other part, too, is the Jovian Empire made me stop for a second because I was like, hey, there's only four, but there's five. Just not an active group that you can work with. I wonder if the go good. Okay, we're on our way again. I'm wondering if back in the day they were planning on adding in those. Um, but long story short, there is all sorts of lore here. You've got down here the institutions. These are groups that work with each one of the factions. This is your police group. This is Interbus, who does. Uh, it's tough to explain. They transport a lot of stuff. You can read it. Then you got the Society of Conscious Thought. Uh, Down here, you've got some independent organizations like Sisters of Eve. They do a lot of the scout ships, or which builds your um, uh, mining ships, and there's other things to them. And then you've got your pirate stuff. So much information here. There's the Jovian. I haven't read up on these. Now these are the bad guys, but maybe the good guys. Um, and then ancient civilizations here. So really, if you want to read up on it, I've just started. Um, I may start throwing some of that into the videos that I do to make it a little bit more interesting, because I'm finding it more and more fun. So we've got 3 jumps away. Let's just click on the link for the Gallente Federation. This is the best part. You can just click on them. Eve University does an amazing job like this. And as a reminder, Eve University is not funded by CCP. It is a corporation, a player-controlled corporation within the game that started a long time ago. And they have built all of this information. So just fantastic stuff. All the different links here that you can go through. So the different factions are not just about the types of ships you can fly. Gallente, if you're wondering, focus on hybrid weapons and drones, but have different things. But the lore behind it um, explains why ships are in the way certain things are. So, and they've got a nice listing here of all the different ships. And then, oh, nice little lore of the Gallente, the Intaki. So yeah, I've got a lot of reading here to do. And by and so I can do that. If I wasn't making this video, if I had to travel from one area to another, this gives me something to read while I'm transporting stuff. Okay, so let's get back to the game. We are. And you notice how, I don't know, I didn't even notice that I jumped 18 jumps in an industrial ship, which is actually very slow. I have rigged it up, not rigged it up, but set it up a little bit with some items to make it turn and get into warp faster with some inertial stabilizers and some nanofiber internal structure. But nothing special. Um, but once I get out to the space, I'll start doing some distribution missions while I'm reading up on the lore of the area. Alrighty, so we are at Valor. Now let's see. Oh, there it is. There is my spot. Is there a lot of people? There's 38 people. So I guess I just warped to him. Warp to 0. Now this is 0.5 space. Oh, so somebody could be out here blowing people up. I guess I should have checked local. Nothing bad. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Yeah. So there's a decent number of people here. So there's the Titan. that FNS Garros. So let's take a look. Oh, somebody's firing off some fireworks. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at that. Zoom in on it. Wow. Bah. Alrighty, so I guess I'm supposed to. Let me just make sure. Let's read it here again. Launch a firework at the FNS Garros in Velour. So I guess I target him. FNS Garros. Oh, no, that's not. Where are you there? Okay, we are targeting. He's 34 kilometers away. How close am I here? 100 kilometers. So I guess we fire. There we go. And fired off my fireworks. Are they going to go off? There they go. Okay. Maybe the simplest mission I've ever done, other than the flying to get here. Okay. Well, that was that. And what did I... Good. Did I get anything for it there? I think maybe it just applied it to my account. Is there anything on my journal or my 244 there? Nothing special? Let's see here. Channels, Mail Corporation. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Activity tracker. Maybe it would show up there. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. Wish they would do more with the activity tracker. Looking for... Proving Grounds Factional Warfare Journal. No. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Sorry. I'll give this another 30 seconds. Utilities. That's a notepad compared to a log and messages. That's what I was looking for, I think. So that's why I warped away. I don't think it was coming toward me, but attempting to join channel. Okay. Well, I think it was like 5,000 skill points. I don't know. No idea. If I figure out how to do that, I'll let you know. But basically, that is what I have been messing around with recently. Now that I am in this area, let's go ahead and see if there are any agents, distribution agents, that I can mess around with. So we're going to do some mission agents, distribution, and set my, there we go. So I can do all of these. This is the nice part. I can do level 2 missions almost anywhere I go now. If I had just focused on Amar, I couldn't do any missions out in Minmatar space, or not nearly as much. So the big thing here is, as I grow and I'm able to get to level 3s and level 4s, if I want to start doing security missions or mining missions or some of the other missions, I can do them anywhere I want to now, since I'm focusing on all four at the same time. It will take a little bit longer, but I've got the time. So, okay, that was a quick video. Like I said, I really wasn't planning on doing one right away today, but just thought I'd jump in and show you where things are going on, and something that I've been doing on the side, and I will continue to do as I learn more lore about the game. I do apologize. I am just waking up. But hey, other than that, have a good day. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however the heck you want, and stay alive. Alrighty, have a good one. Bye.